Good morning, students. Today in this session, we will be doing our another poem, Crossing the Bar by Alfred Lord Tennyson. So children, before starting with this poem, Crossing the Bar, I would like to mention that you have to revise your poem thoroughly so that you can quote important lines from the text. So now let us start with this session. Now see the objectives of this session. By the end of this session, you will be able to understand the summary of the poem, understand the theme of the poem. So now about the author, Alfred Lord Tennyson from 1809 to 1892. Alfred Lord Tennyson was born on August 6, 1809 in Lincolnshire, England. He is recognized as a gifted poet of the Victorian era who delved into internal human questions and offered solace and inspiration to his readers. Delved means to carry an intensive and thorough research. Solace means comfort or consolation in a time of great distress or sadness. Crossing the Bar is one of the best known short poems by Tennyson. It compares a voyage to the final journey, that is journey from life to death. Children, voyage means a long journey involving traveling by sea. So he has compared his journey by sea to the final journey, that is journey from life to death. The poet hopes this final journey to be calm and secure, and the one that would make it possible for him to see God face to face. So he wants that his final journey to be smooth and to see the Maker, that is God, face to face. Now let us start with the summary. Children, before starting with the summary, I will like to tell you that the poet has used crossing the bar as a metaphor, as he is comparing the ships crossing the sand ridge to reach the deeper open sea to the souls crossing the boundary between life and death to reach the next world. So see here in this picture, there is a sand ridge which the ship has to cross to go into the open sea. In the same way, the soul has to cross the boundary between life and death. So the ship crossing the sand ridge and going to the open sea is a metaphor. Now let us see the signpost. An unspecified ship is ready to sail at sunset on a long voyage. Unspecified means not stated clearly or exactly. So the poet has taken the reference of the journey by sea where an unspecified ship is about to sail. So the poet here has compared the journey by ship to journey of the soul to the next world. So let us see the next point. After one clear call, the ship will sail out of the harbour, across the sandbar, at the harbour's entrance and into the sea. Sandbar, it means a long narrow sandbank, especially at the mouth of a river. So children, here the poet says that after the final announcement is being indicated by the word one clear call. So he says that after the final announcement, the ship will sail out. From where it will sail out? It will sail out of the harbour. By crossing what? By crossing the sand bar into the sea. So here the poet is referring to the journey across the sandbar as symbolic of crossing the harbour of life into the dark unknown sea. And the clear call, children, I have told you, the clear call is the call of impending death. So final announcement of the ship is basically compared to final call of the life. Now see the next point. The speaker wants the fullness of the tide so that he can sail on harbour without any turbulence and reaches destination. Turbulence means violent or unsteady movement of air or water. So here the poet wishes for a helpful high tide so that the ship easily crosses the barrier or bar. So children, in the same way, the poet wishes for such a tide, that is a smooth tide, when his journey to the next world starts after death. He does not want stormy or rough sea. See the next. The sound of the evening bell signals the darkness and the scheduled sailing. Scheduled means planned or according to a schedule. So children, here the evening bell is referred to the death knell, that is a traditional ringing of a bell to signal that a person has died. So here the poet has used the evening bell as a metaphor for the speaker's advanced age and impending death. So the evening bell is signaling him that his time of departing to the next world has come. The speaker hopes for a cheerful departure, one with no sadness of farewell. Cheerful means happy, farewell means an act of parting. So sensing his end, the speaker hopes for a happy departure, that is without any sadness. His journey would lead him far beyond the limit of time and place, where he hopes to see the pilot face to face, after crossing the sandbar that separates the harbor from the sea. So children, here pilot is the god. He calls God his pilot. So after his death, he hopes to see God. So here the poet says that he feels that this world is subject to the limitation of which thing? That is time and place. So he says that the world where we go after death is free from such limitations. Which limitations, children? The limitations of time and place. After death, everything is eternal. So the poet says that once he crosses the boundary between life and death and enters the infinite world, he is hopeful of coming face to face with God. He calls God his pilot, as it is he who guides man both through life and death. So I hope that you are clear with the summary of the poem Crossing the Bar. Now let us start with the next topic, that is theme. So the theme of the poem is death and dying. Death and dying is the main theme of this short meditative poem by Tennyson. Meditative, describing something that is reflective or deeply thoughtful. Here, the poet has drawn a parallel between a routine journey of daily life and journey into death. A routine journey requires an individual to travel regularly from the safety of his home across a threshold and into the unknown. Similarly, the journey into death is beyond time and place into the unknown. Threshold, children, it means entrance. So here the poet has indicated a way in which two distant things are similar. Now which two distant things he is talking about? He is talking about our routine journey and our journey into death. So here the poet has figured out a similarity. He has used the word parallel between. So he is drawing a similarity between our routine journey from home to the place which is not known to the journey after death, which is free from limitations of time and place. Now let us see the next slide. The poet has used the metaphor of a ship sailing into the sea to represent the journey of life and a sandbar, a demarcation between the harbor and the open ocean as the barrier between life and death. Demarcation, children, it means a dividing line. Harbor is a sheltered body of water where ships and boats can be docked. Barrier something material that blocks or is intended to block passage. So children, here the poet has compared his journey of the soul to the next world to the journey by a ship that has to cross a sandbar, which is symbolic of barrier between this world and the next. The sunset and evening star are symbolic of getting old, and the clear call a signal for death. So children, the word sunset and evening star has symbolism. It is symbolic of the poet getting old. And clear call we have done in previous slides also. It is the final announcement, which is a signal for his impending death. Impending means to be about to happen. A ship is about to set sail on a long voyage at sunset, when the evening star Venus has risen in the sky. After a formal announcement, the one clear call, the ship would sail out of the harbour, across the sandbar, at the harbour's entrance, and into the vast ocean. So the setting of the scene is during evening, when the evening star is visible and the sun has set, and when the ship is going to start its journey after the formal announcement, which is a declaration that the ship should start sailing by crossing the sandbar. We can see in this picture that a ship has to cross this sandbar to start its journey in the open sea. Now let us see the next slide. The vast ocean is like death. So the ocean is like death. The ocean is massive and difficult to comprehend, like the great unknown, that is death. Massive means exceptionally large. Comprehend means understand. So what is difficult to understand? It is difficult to understand that how vast is the ocean. In the same way, it is difficult to understand the great unknown world after death. When the waves crash against the shore, they make a moaning sound. Moaning means a low prolonged sound of pain or of grief. So what kind of sound is being produced when the waves crash against the shore? It is a moaning sound. Here the poet is suggesting that one should accept imminent death calmly without fear. Imminent means about to happen. So the poet is telling everyone that they should accept the reality of their life, that is death, very calmly. There should not be any mourning, sorrow or lament to know the coming of death. Lament means a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Now let us see the next slide. The speaker in the poem hopes that when he dies, the Gordian knot of life would be disentangled without much noise, so that when he leaves the mortal world, a tide too full for sound and foam would help him to reach his destination. So what does the speaker hope? He hopes the moment he dies, he will be separated from the complexities of life without much noise. And he wishes a smooth tide when his journey to the next world starts. It means that he does not want stormy or rough sea. The speaker wishes that feeling of death will be so overwhelming that all other feelings will be numbed, and death will come to him with the hope of returning home. Overwhelming means very great. Numbed means deprive of feeling. So the speaker wishes that when he dies, he will not feel any other feeling. And he hopes to return to the home from where the soul has come. Now let us see the next slide. Here the speaker is trying to diminish the horror of death by drawing attention to the fact that dying is merely a part of the cycle of birth and death. The going out, that is death, is a return home to the boundless deep from which all mortals come. Diminish means become less. Mortals means liable to cause death. So the speaker is actually drawing attention of the people by telling that there is nothing like death. It is just change of the world. So mortal here refers to our body. So our body can die, but our soul cannot. The speaker hopes to cross the bar, that is symbolic of crossing the barrier between this world and the next world, with no sadness or farewell. Means no one should cry when he departs from the world, as the journey into death would leave him far beyond the limit of time and place and make it possible for him to see the pilot, that is his maker, face to face. Now what is poet hoping here? He is hoping that he will be crossing the barrier, that is between this world, this mortal world, and the immortal world without any obstruction. And he wants that when he departs, there should not be any mourning. Because he knew this thing, that the world where he is going after death is free from limitation. Now it is free from limitation of time and place. And there he will be meeting his pilot. Pilot here refers to God. That is his maker, face to face. Thus, dying is the act of crossing the sandbar between the sea of life with its outgoing flood and the ocean that lies beyond death. Dying then is simply a stage, and the afterlife a return home to the same unknown place from which the individual emerge. The pilot, a reference to God, is in Tennyson's own word, the divine presence, the great power that controls and guides our lives. So simply he is saying just one thing, that the body can die but the soul cannot. The soul is traveling to the same unknown place from where it has come out, from where it has originated. And there he is making a reference to pilot, that is God. Means going to that eminent world, he will be meeting his God, who controls and guides our lives. Thus, the poem Crossing the Bar is all about accepting and embracing death rather than fearing the dark unknown. Embracing means accept a belief, theory, or change willingly and enthusiastically. So through his poem, he is just giving a message that one should not have fear in oneself for death. He should accept and embrace the death because it is the reality of life. So children, your homework is to revise theme of the poem Crossing the Bar on page 81, 82 of your Reverie workbook. Thank you very much.